Are you a parent who's looking to come up with some kind of co-parenting arrangement with your child's other parent, but you need examples to come up with something? Well, my name's Patrick Slaughter. I'm a family law attorney with LaFevor and Slaughter, and I'd like to give you several options to consider. One of the plans we see fairly regularly is a 285/80 plan that we call it, and that's a typical plan where one parent will see the children every other weekend and then exercise a night during the off week. And what that usually means is that parent is going to pick up the children from school on Friday when school dismisses and return the children to the other parent by 6 p.m. Sunday evening. Then, during the week that the parent doesn't have a weekend custody arrangement, he would have one night during the week, usually picking up from school on Wednesday and returning the child to school on Thursday. And then during the summer, there would be some time allocated for summer vacations. It could be 2 weeks consecutive or non-consecutive. And then of course the parties would split holidays such as Christmas or maybe alternate spring break. That's a fairly typical arrangement. But now that Tennessee is looking to maximize the amount of parenting time between two capable and fit parents, we're seeing more 50-50 plans come out of the courts. One of the most prominent 50-50 plan is a week-on, week-off arrangement, especially for parents who don't get along, because this will minimize the amount of contact between the two parents who have problems. Oftentimes, the parents don't even have to see each other because usually the exchange is accomplished through school. For example, one party may drop off the children to school Monday morning, and then the other party will pick up the children from school Monday evening and exercise their week till the following Monday when they will drop off and the other parent will pick up. Parents never have to see each other. Judges like this because it lessens the opportunity for conflict, which is going to cause post-court battles about modifying plans and things of that such. So it's a real easy arrangement for courts to come to on their own. Now, a lot of folks don't like going for an entire week without seeing their children. So there's been a few other plans that have come up. I think the most popular has been what I call a 2-2-3. And what that means is one parent will be designated to have, say, Monday and Tuesday every week. And the other parent will be designated to have Wednesday and Thursday every week. And then the parties will rotate the weekends from pickup from school on Friday until return to the other parent at 6 p.m. on Sunday. And that rotates. So there's not a long gap between when you see your children. You don't go for a week without seeing them. The disadvantage of this plan is if the parties don't get along, obviously the increased number of exchanges leads to the opportunity for conflict and arguments. But for folks who can't get along, this seems like a very palatable option that folks are choosing. There's some debate on whether or not that's good for children. There's also been some other plans that have come out that talk about nesting, and that's where the children stay where they are and the parents rotate in and out. It can be any type of arrangement, whether it's a week on, week off, or 2-2-3 or what have you. But in that type of arrangement, the children stay in the house and the parents switch. I've never seen this be a good idea, but I've had some judges put that on folks. Doesn't usually last very long. There's all kinds of other arrangements. There's a move-away plan where potentially one parent relocates out of state or to the other side of the state, and suddenly it's not an option to do a every other weekend type plan. Usually that type of plan will entail that the parent who is staying in the area or is being left behind, that parent will usually have the majority, if not all, of summer vacation and most of the breaks. And then the parent who's relocating, if they're the primary residential parent, will be able to have the children during school. We call them the school parent, and we call the parent that gets all the vacation time the fun parent, because they don't have to worry about the responsibilities of school, and some folks prefer it that way. So these are a couple options to get you thinking. If you have some other questions or you're thinking, man, my situation doesn't fit into this type of predicament, we'd be happy to talk with you about it. Like I said, we deal with this pretty regularly. There may be some other options you're just not familiar with, and if you'd like to pick our brains, we'd be happy to help you. If you would just give us a call, we'll give you our opinion based on whatever your circumstances are. But do something. It's easier if you come up with a plan together and negotiate something you can both live with. It's a whole lot better than letting somebody in a black robe decide how you're going to live your life, because you have control over you and your children.